Hello everyone, doing a video and today I'm going to be talking about some video games that I think you all should check out. Now, before I start or get too much into the video, I am going to say I'm not an extreme gamer. I'm kind of a very low grade gamer as far as the types of games I play and how often I play them. But I do still think there are some really, really cool video games that I think you should check out depending on what you like and what you don't like. Um, I will be mentioning the game and I will also be kind of giving a little bit of a, descriptive information about the game and then also what consoles it's on or what console I currently have it on and which one I think is better. So the first one I'm going to start with is Lego Harry Potter. Now, Lego Harry Potter, I first played it when it came out for the PlayStation P or the PSP PlayStation Portable. It came out as a two-part game. It was Harry Potter's Year 1 through 4 and Harry Potter's Year 5 through 7. I did end up completely completing the game in 1 through 4, and I did beat the game in 5 through 7, but I did not go back and collect all the characters, collect all the extra stuff, all the hats and everything like that. But it is a really fun game. The next system that I had it on was for the Xbox 360. Now, the difference between when it was on the PlayStation Portable or PSP and the 60 is the 360 was a entirely open world game, whereas the PSP it was kind of closed open world. Like you could explore a little bit, but essentially is once you were done with a task, it took you directly to the next task. There wasn't walking around the castle doing little things around the castle during with the PSP, and then whenever the 360 version came out, it was completely open world. Now, I didn't necessarily like the open world version because I had never played an open world game at that point in time, so it was a little bit difficult for me. And then I was really excited when they announced they were going to release it to the PlayStation 4. And I did not get it for the PS4. I did not have a PS4 at the time. So I kind of waited thinking, okay, they released it and they completely remastered it and they have it now as one game. Now it is still two games within one game, so you kind of choose which one you're going to go into. But it's all together. And then I kept telling myself to wait because they'll more than likely have it come out on the Xbox One, which is the console that I currently have that is, close to the PS4. But then they announced it was coming to the Switch and the Xbox One at the same time, and I was super excited because I have a Switch. And I was really excited to see how it was going to play on the Switch. Again, it would kind of take me back to it being portable. And that's one of the things I really look for with specific games is if it's portable or not. And there's a lot of good games on the Switch. I'm going to talk about a couple of them. And it was a really cool game. I still didn't really like the entire open world concept. I wish they would have done a little bit more of a closed world concept. But it's still a really, really good game to play, especially if you like Lego games, and especially if you like Harry Potter. So the next game I'm going to be talking about is for the Nintendo Switch, and that is Pokemon. That is Pokemon. Sorry, I have Pokemon on the brain for some reason. And that is Super Mario Odyssey. I absolutely love this game. It is probably my favorite Switch game that I've ever played. And it's pretty much catered towards anyone. There is a mode that if you've never played a Mario game in your life, it's called Assist Mode. You can put it in this mode and it'll make the game really easy. And then there's the harder modes. But this is one of the best games. You can use it. Um, you can use it docked and you can use it as a handheld. It is easier if you're using it with the Joy-Con separate, or if you're using a Switch Pro controller, because there are certain parts of the game where you have to move faster or do certain things, and it's easier to have the Joy-Con separated or have that Switch Pro controller to be able to use. But I absolutely love the game. It's super fun, super colorful. The storyline's really, really good. It has a lot of gameplay time. It's not one of those where you can play it for 3 hours and you'll be done with it. Um, I have not completed the game. I have beat the game, and it's a really, really cool game. It is still up there in price. I don't think it's dropped too much from what it was originally, but it's very, very good game. So the next game I'm going to talk about that also came out for I believe it was for the Switch, was Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Now, I liked some of this game and I did not like some of this game. Now, for those of you that don't know, my first Crash Bandicoot game was Crash Bandicoot Warp, and that was for my PlayStation 1 or my and I absolutely loved the game. However, when they redid it to release Insane Trilogy, they kind of made it really, really hard to jump and land on things. And that's one of the things I didn't really like about it is it made it super hard. Like stuff that was really easy on my PlayStation 1 is now really hard to do on the Switch. So do pay attention and do keep that in mind when you go to play this game. It's really hard to jump sometimes. You have to land it on something exactly or you will fall right off. But the storyline is really cool. The characters still look the same. It's a really fun game. I think it's kind of like more of a kids or a teenager game. It's not really graphic. It's not really, suspenseful or anything. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Of course, if you played it when you were a kid, it's probably really, really, really fun as well. So I would definitely recommend that one. The next game I'm going to talk about is the game I'm currently playing on my Switch, and that is I actually have the case right here. I'm going to show it to you, and that's this one. It is America's Best Game Shows: Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. I grew up watching Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and I absolutely loved it. And this game is really, really fun. There are different modes. If you're I played it a little bit last night, which is when I first got it. And you can play as a quick mode, which you get limited categories and you get shorter um, amounts in those categories. So you won't have a complete 5 choice. You'll get 4 categories, and I think it's 3 to 4 questions per category. Whereas in the full mode, I think you get 5 to 6 categories, and you get, I think it's like 5 or 6 questions per category. So you do make more money if you do the full mode. But Jeopardy is really fun. The thing I really like is it's multiple choice, so you're not sitting there trying to type out your answer within a specific time frame. It is multiple choice, and I really, really like it. The AI is really fun to play with. Then the other thing I really like, and this is on the Wheel of Fortune side, is the Wheel of Fortune is really easy and fun to play. Now it's kind of if you've never played Wheel of Fortune and your brain's kind of in a fog, you do have to think quick because these AIs are fairly quick. If you don't buzz in like right as soon as you can, they will take it away from you. There are some tips I will give you on the Wheel of Fortune. Is for some reason the AIs that you play with love picking letters that are usually never in puzzles. They always pick like X or Q or Z, and it's like that's probably not even going to be in there. And the other thing you have to, I played the game like 4 or 5 times, Wheel of Fortune, and every single time I get a trip to France. It's like, can you change up where I'm headed, please? But it's really fun. The thing that does concern me is I don't know about the numbering and the sequencing behind the game, but I got bankrupted a lot. So, fair warning, that actually happens a lot more than it probably normally would in the actual game. But again, it is a video game. There are sequences and patterns behind it. So the next game I'm going to talk about now, these are going to be ones that I haven't played yet, but I do want to play them when they come out, or some of them are already out, and I do want to play them. The first one is the new Mortal Kombat 11. So I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for Mortal Kombat 11, but it is absolutely brutal and it looks amazing. I cannot wait to play it. I did play a little bit of Mortal Kombat 10. I'm not really I'm not really good. Like I've never Mortal Kombat 10 was probably the first Mortal Kombat game I played. So it's not something that I played when I was younger. But the graphics look really, really interesting, like really, really cool, and it looks extremely brutal. Look up the trailers, you will see what I mean. There's blood and guts and brains going everywhere, and it just looks really cool. They are bringing back Scorpion, and what's the other guy? Who? Raiden? Okay. But yeah, they are bringing back Scorpion. They did change how he looks a little bit. But there is, if you watch the trailer, there is a part where Scorpion is fighting someone, and Scorpion just gets completely murdered and brutally murdered by this guy. I mean, he has no brain left by the end of it. But I am looking forward to that. And I believe that is coming on the PC, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and I think, huh? And it's also coming to the Switch. I will probably get it for my Xbox One if I do decide to get it. The next game I'm going to talk about is the new Kingdom Hearts game. Now that this is, and people have been waiting, was it 14, 15 years for the new Kingdom Hearts game? Now they did release a newer version of a Kingdom Hearts game, about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I think. But this is the actual new Kingdom Hearts game, and it looks really, really pretty. I watched my husband play it a little bit. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, but I do like that they have Disney characters in it, and I kind of wanted to see what it is. We currently have it for our Xbox One, and I know it's on the PS4 as well. And let me think if there's any other games. I do want to play, going back to the Switch, I do want to try and play Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. I want to get Let's Go Eevee because between Pikachu and Eevee, I do like Eevee. I actually have a Build-A-Bear of Eevee. And it looks really cool because I know it's very similar to Pokemon Go and how you catch them. And I do want to try out and see how that is. I'm more of a I don't really like the fighting aspect of Pokemon. I just like the idea of catching them, and I've heard that if you're more into catching them than fighting them, this game is a little bit more catered towards those kind of people than the normal Pokemon game. So I do want to play that as well. So those are my picks for the video games I am currently playing, and which ones I think you should play, and then the video games that I will eventually want to play when they come out, or the ones that are already out I haven't played yet. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you want to see more gaming videos or other type of videos, you can click the like button if you like the video and hit subscribe. And I will be doing some more videos, maybe not all gaming videos. I'm going to kind of try and build up my channel a little bit before I try to do anything extremely specific. But yeah, if you have any tips or suggestions or comments, please leave them in the box below. And thanks for watching. Bye.